Wah. Testing. ASDA. Very cool. So cool. Oh my god. I might render some stuff today. I think that probably today is render. Render. I need a moment. Just a second here. Okay, that's my pen. Here it is. Alright, anyway, so if you want to do anything with this, I need to study. I need to revise my notes. I need to read my notes. Where are my notes? Here it is. Okay. Study, alright. Let's see how well I made my notes, because the problem with me writing notes is that it tends to be detailed, but and somewhat organized, but it's never really designed to be read. So might be kind of hard to find out. Let's see. This is the bar, right? Right. Green line is falling this way. I'm just gonna pull a line here. And another one here, so that the important sections are a little bit more obvious. Oops. Screen's black. Canvas. Okay. Overlapping representation, noisy. Right. This is about the line art, I think. I thought I had like I had like a thing. I mean, they were grouped under each one of these somewhat before, but I guess it's not anymore. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna include the overarching thing. The line art is kind of straightforward. I think the consensus is that we need thick line art. And thick lines are fine because we want it to be somewhat impactful. As shown by these lines, which are pretty thick, they're like 25 pixels. But it's fine. As long as we control the thing. And another thing I've been waiting on is the color of Kiki herself, because I wanted to add more colors to the lines, but we're not really that suited for super psychedelic colors because we don't have anything anywhere else. Like, I don't have them in Terminators. I don't have like very colorful shadows per se, so it doesn't really work too much. It just looks very noisy and very disorganized. So we'll go the other way, where we just try to keep it a little bit more tame. Like, regionally it might have different colors, but it's not going to be like this saturated even, unless it is afocal. I think that would make more sense. Actually, this is that's the original thoughts, right? There might need to be some separation for you guys here. Is that a way to make the box? Yeah, this is kind of stupid though. That looks like shit. Okay. So that's what this is, I think, like thick lines, thick outlines and borders and this and that. Like this is too thin. And then the seams are gonna be thin lines, but somewhat more consistently with. So they look pretty deliberately different. And then we set up differences that way. That's what that is. This one is the original nose. I'm gonna ignore these guys because all of the data should already be consolidated in these boxes here with examples. The scars are too noisy, so we're only doing the face ones. Line art should I write? So I think that if we still stick to this representation, I think that is fine. I do kind of like this now, though. It is distinctly different from like the blush. Actually, the blush itself is another point of contention. I think, yeah, over here, border or no border, shape or no shape. I think this one here needs to be extended. Oh man, let's see, render, colors and renders. Oops. Getting OCD by the stupid lines here. Oh shit. Sorry, by the text here. Holy shit, wake up. Render. Border, no border, shape. So draw or no draw, I think it's come down to. I think it can be a little overwhelming. Like this is kind of strong. But I also don't want a patch of color that is very, very light. Gradients might not really work that well with the idea, but we can try gradients, I think. Why did I not consider gradients at all, I wonder? How do I represent this? I feel like I need another one. Soft edges, airbrush, rendering. So I thought that it was not very good. I still think probably it's not the best, but I'm gonna loosen this a bit just because it could be used in conjunction with this. So, which really just means lightening the values. But anyways, texture edges. Yeah, texture edges is fine. This thing is loaded. Eye versus hair, over hair 50-50. Yeah, eyes over hair has been fine. I've been staring at this for a while now. I think it's fine. Especially if we go with thick lines. If I do have the hair over eyes, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. Yeah, it won't be it will be very distracting at least in certain angles. Line color. It doesn't have to be full black, I think. I think it can be just dark. Again, it's about the impact of the render. Anyway, so it's fine. Just one is fine. This other thing was I was entertaining the idea that maybe we could have it move around randomly. But consistency is probably better. It's just that I want to just show that I've accounted for this because it is something we might potentially do. Like, we could do something like that and it'd be fine. Information, it would be... What's this, what's the word called? Initials. I feel like initials only might be better, just because it's less on the nose. is that text? This is character design. I think it's fine. Oops. Fabric textures render. God. Desk is too tight. Embroidery, BB scars. As long as it doesn't affect values, can go. Right. I've been staring at this, like I said, for quite a while. I think it's kind of nice to have these textures there. At least on the eyes. I don't really know what the blush is considered as. The scars could be considered as embroidery, so we could follow the same. We can try some different ideas here. On the lines, it's kind of just a pain in the ass to add, because it's hard to make it consistent. Because this is done from a brush, right? And if I make the brush too big, the lines would have too much gap in between them. It wouldn't look the same. If it's too small, then I would have to do a lot of brush strokes, and it's kind of hard to stay consistent. Noisy edges is pretty good. We already have that accounted for. It's a little too strong in normal circumstances. We might want to reconsider that. And I think, right, and then line color. I think line color would be the other one. What was the structure for? So done, and then the comment addressing the comment, new comments addressing the comments, new comments. Color checks are unstable, right? Not different enough to know this clearly, since no AF or Kiki either. Click lines seems are more distinct, yes. So none of these are being addressed already. What was I talking about? Line color, right? Lines. I think this should be the new standard. That's fine, and then I'm going to address this. Anything here that's not addressed? I think there were like some stuff that's not addressed. Right, okay. I think it's not doable. It's a different way of using the word doable. My sentiment has not changed, but it's just a... Guess I didn't know your fur lines. Oh. Oh, these guys, I think. Wait, what was the problem here? Targeting in... Oh, I think it's these guys. These guys here. I think those are fine. Those are just general rendering sequence problem. I think I just kind of forgot. Oh, I marked it as green anyways. The red is very confusing because the red doesn't mean it's bad here. The red just means it's from the before times. Maybe that can be like a more neutral color. So there is that, and then now we're coming in here. Okay, not enough to differentiate. I think at this point it's fine. Thick lines are more distinct. Lines were thick enough. Seams are more distinct. Right. I mean, this is kind of stupid, but anyways, color checks are unstable. I think this is a balance. Cool. And then we just do this. Oh, that's not the one. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh man, I messed it up. This one. Oh shit. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I mean that pretty much addresses everything at this point. Yeah, BB2 is too strong. I think as demonstrated here. Okay, I mean... okay, let's see. So this would be... Other than that, it's nothing too special. I think there is a comment to be made over here. I think I do like the color balance here. I'm not 100% sure what that is just yet. Like, I can't put it into words. I'm sure we can replicate it just by staring at this. This one was kind of okay-ish. Oh, did I comment on the noise? It was already here, I see. Also, one bad thing about the notes. So the notes are decently readable. I think I made it as clear as possible already, even without the examples, so that we don't regress, because I forgot what the words mean. But like, there is still a problem of staying consistent across the board, because the notes only state stuff that were, in a sense, controversial and sort of undecided. But there are decided things that we didn't really note down. For example, adding noise, the specific color palette, and maybe like stuff like mentality approaching these pieces, like trying not to get it too clean and this and that. So it could be said that we can do a little bit more, but I think maybe we can wait till we do a few more when things are truly a little bit more sort of stabilized. After going through it multiple times and we're like okay with it, it's like, oh okay, you know, this is the version, this is good. Then we can break down and just list out the steps. And then this time around, it will be a Bible to follow rather than to a series of steps to follow rather than just pointing out the stuff that I didn't like and this and that. That would be a good way to maybe go about it, perhaps. So I'm going to try and do the thick lines that we previously mentioned. I also kind of forgot. Let me see. So mentality towards lines should be that it doesn't have to be clean, but then it's really hard because once you have like one clean line in there, it is kind of hard to just be like, yeah, you know what, the next one can be a little bit messy. Because it is a big difference. That first line you put in is like a big, noisy line. And I don't really like that. It feels very scary to keep it in there. You know, otherwise, that's fine. Proportions and sizing and this and that, I think I'm going to be a little bit less pedantic about it in the beginning. It's already going to be quite different from before, I think. Ria's size has been constantly sort of shifting. Ria. Does the subtitle do Ria's name correctly? Kind of. Kiki. Kiki? No, like it doesn't really do names correctly. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Interesting. Coined aloud. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. So far this is the better version of everything we've got. We only got 3. But this is the better version. Some of the shapes are not very agreeable. My fucking screen, dude. Jesus Christ. It's just black. Fuck. I'm gonna keep the outlines thicker. And because strictly speaking, we're using 2 different brushes for the... Wait, are we using 2 different brushes? What was Kiki's line brush? I just remembered, like, wasn't there supposed to be a difference? Uh-oh, I forgot what brush that is. Oh, I know what brush that is. I remember now. See, these are the things that are gonna be forgotten. Established change differences and stuff. It feels like it's not worth mentioning, but we are going to mention it at some point. These lines are so thick, like seriously, insanely thick. It's so nice when the requirements are so loose like that. Thick lines make it so much easier to hit the marks, and then also we don't have to like close all the lines. Kinda insane. I don't know if they have ankles or not, but I'm not gonna worry about that for now. The line art might be a little bit too stiff today so far. It's been basically constant with, I think. I do want it thick, but I feel like there are times where it needs to be a little bit more light, but I don't know when yet. Right, asymmetrical brush, so thickness is a bit easier to do sideways given the current angle of the brush, but angle setting of the brush. Right, it should be in front. Yeah, let's keep these lines simpler. We're gonna break them up later anyways, and then it's just the inner fur. Because I still feel like this process has been a little bit bogged down by too much attention to detail. Usually a good thing. Over here, we're trying to avoid. Sets are, yeah, done according to this before. Lag, not lag, but stupid screen. Come on. Kiki's here would maybe already be here, so I'll just take this. Wait, what? I'm confused. Holy, can't see. Screen. Swear to God. Light this shit on fire. That's everything Ria, I think. And then another separate layer for the Kiki, which should be this line here. Oh shit, right. These numbers do not match up at all, dude. Goddamn. Man, this brush does not fuck around, dang it. Like, thick lines are just crazy. They just go right in your face. Just right here. Oh my god. Alright, let me just get the thick ones. It's not cooperating. What? Where'd it go? Screen's black. There's like an obstacle course, man. Jesus Christ, dude. Guess it's always been like this, but okay, we stand by for later. Thinner lines. Just wait on those. over. Some ambiguity over here, but it doesn't feel like it's too consequential. That is fine. It's fine. Oi. Maybe like just this and that. Should I do the other one? Did I do it? I did do it. So. Let me see. Make some more notes here. Let me, where are my notes? Okay. Render gradient lines. Jason in the beginning, which will be up here. Nope, it'll be up here. And I don't know what to call these things. I'm just gonna pull a line over. X, right. I'm gonna do it for now. I think for this time, for this specific piece, I don't think it matters too much if there is or isn't. In any case, I think I've always been of the opinion that I don't really like to have it break the cheek. I don't want it to do this. So we're always going to have that line anyways. So it's not that consequential, I don't think. Yeah, I've definitely lost the sort of lightheartedness that I wanted this to be. In terms of executing the coloring, the drawing, the render, because we were getting really hyped about the lines and the curves and this and that. It's never meant to be like that. But as long as we have the energy for it, I suppose. Why not, I guess? This one overlaps that way. Anything behind this guy? Anything else is fine. Kiki is on top. Kiki is on top. KKL, RL. Check. Oh. Tight, I think. That's fine. I think I deal with it. Yeah, the problem with the just initials is that there's gonna be some overlap here, which is not good. Oh, but it's fine. I think we'll do initials for now. Oh, I got the layer wrong. Shit, this is on the wrong layer too, isn't it? Yeah. Don't like Kiki's initial because KK kind of goes, it's just one more K from KKK, which is not great. Maybe just one letter each for now. Then we need the eyes. The eyes are gonna be the same layer because I'm too lazy. Where's my brush, bro? Okay. Oh shit! I forgot about the every time, dude. Screen. Eyebrows were, yeah, traditionally just merged, that's fine. Some emotion is lost in translation here because of the changing line width and stuff. It's not hitting the same mark. What did you do last time? I think. Did I go? Oh, hello, Uni. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. How are you doing? It's been a long time. A while. We are doing weird stuff. Kind of did something similar before when we were trying to get like a simplified style. This is kind of like an extension of that. Just busy. Right. That sounds good, I suppose, objectively. Getting things done, perhaps. Where's my target there? Evenness. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, easy. Pretty good. I'm not good at small talk, as you can tell. But no more computer troubles, I hope. Of course. Very important. No more computer troubles. Effort is being spent productively. What do I do up here? Oh. Thereabouts, I mean. Over here is the usual, I think. Just trying to do more paintings, but then when I get tired of paintings, we come over here and do this instead. Hibernation setting on. Okay. Interesting. I don't even know what hibernation setting is. I don't recall like ever hearing about it. Do not know what that is. But as long as it's resolvable, that's great. Brush is really hard to work with. I need something a little bit more stable because this one has like textures or some shit and it leaves empty squares in there. It's just kind of weird. Usually undesirable. So far it has never really been desirable because I don't use this for texture. But I have to make do for now. Source memory somewhere is just that every time I use less power. Steve uses RAM, hibernation uses hard drive. Oh, I see. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Volatile memory is turned off. Something is wrong with the eyes. Not full commit. I think it's because I turned it. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I think maybe this was always in me. I forgot when this started. It's always when I get really, really tired and I just stop thinking and I just do things and that shit just happens. I was working with a crafts kind of artist behind the scenes to try and get like a plushy version of Ria made. So I had sheets and design and this and that. And then I can't remember if you were here for it, but basically communication fell apart. There were some other issues, this and that, so I canceled that. And then we got just a design lying around. Since then, the project has been resumed with a different artist, but someone I worked with before. But since I had the design lining around, I'm kind of tired of doing the usual thing. I wanted to go back, revisit. I wasn't explicitly thinking about revisiting this idea we had before. It's just that we always end up with the same ideas because I'm always sort of just being myself, right? I just do what I think makes sense. And I guess I just haven't really changed because in the past, I think we had this stylization board. I'm going to open it up real quick, but where I was trying to... We were keeping track of a few things, right? We were keeping track of like these sort of color practice journey where we're trying to increase the amount of like work and then documenting what light source and this and that. It only carried on for like 5 pieces or something, but in the beginning of this, it was supposed to be trying to sort of figure out what the style that I want was. Well, I mean, that's the 400 streams in its entirety, but at some point we decided, I came out with the idea that, hey, there's like this zero, like, okay, so there's like one style that's just a baseline where I just do whatever that comes to mind immediately. And so we got some kind of painting-esque kind of thing. But then there's also this this thing that we haven't used, like this line art sketchy kind of thing, where we only do black and white and try to ink it. There was also this like simpler, cleaner one, which I thought would have been nice to have because we can do sketches of characters really, really quickly and easily and without as much requirement as, say, something that I want to have be like really clean with the line art. It was meant to be a little bit messier. And so yeah, we end up doing this thing again, but from a different point of view, different angle. And this time around, it's a lot more intense in terms of what's happening. Because if you look over here, we have a lot more nodes. It's gotten like pretty insane. I started off with collecting like a whole lot of references. So these are all the references that I thought would be useful in the sense of like creating something really simple. So all the different artists with different styles where they're doing flat colors pretty much, right? Not a lot of like shadow rendering and form rendering. And even if there is, it's always a very consistent light source. It's just like a top-down light source from the front. So I collected a whole bunch of these. And then I identified, so because, you know, throughout our journey here, I discovered that style is just how you like to answer certain questions. So I figure out all the questions I want to have answered, right? So what kind of line character, in a sense, like, is it thick? Is it thin? Is it like textured? Is it like a lot of line weight variations and this and that? So I mapped out everything. And I have examples for every idea. And the green ones are the ideas that I think are good. The red ones are not good for our purposes, for our requirements, which is, again, a simple style, good for cute character-based art, character-focused art, and this and that. And so I worked out line, I worked out colors, we worked out render, and then currently we're in the stage where we're executing. So we did the first piece, and I have some thoughts over here. So I thought the line was kind of boring and this and that. So from there, I will do the next piece, and I'll try to address the issues that I have done before. So the red highlighted lines are just brought over from before. The green stuff are things that I thought at this point in time was a good solution. Hello, Deve. And then we just keep doing it, you know, I just keep going down the line. And then for each of those problems that I highlighted before, we have examples of what to do and what not to do. It's just a very intense sequence of trying to force out this style and keep it consistent, because it's not that we have to always follow this blueprint. It's just that I figured that, you know, 400 streams in, we still don't really have anything to show for. Maybe it's time to be a little bit more active with trying to get some stuff to happen. But yeah, I mean, we're making interesting progress. There are some stuff that I've realized that, you know, you can be kind of biased when you're doing it. Like, I feel like the lines are insanely thick at this point. It's insanely thick. But then, given the previous pieces, it was shown that like these thick lines are completely fine, because I would just replace them with a sort of a color that would drop its impact to a certain acceptable level anyways. So it's great. But yeah, that's kind of what's been happening. We're just going down this path for this side, and then for the other side we have, oh yeah, just close it. No, I misclicked. For the other side we have just the usual painting stuff. That part we've got some, I wouldn't necessarily say breakthroughs, just getting more familiar with the process as well. Alright, I'm gonna go to the washroom before I review this. I'm gonna just send the links on the Discord. I have it open? Yeah, I do have it open. Just the messages before joining. Very cool. Thumbnails if we're running. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Hopefully it's not on screen right now. I'm just gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Okay, okay, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Duvet. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I like the design. I think render is nice, design is nice. I wonder if they just kind of... I'm sure they have reference. But they probably just painted this from a reference instead of a 3D render. Why don't we ever do anything like this, I wonder? That's why I don't think I'm very creative, because I would never do something like this until I've seen it. What I'm good at is just following a very predetermined set of rules and this and that, and then just doing that. What? Duvet, your thing doesn't return any searches, but let's figure that out later. Yeah, that's interesting, yeah. I wonder what that entails, right? That just means kind of grouping, like coming up with ideas, merging existing ideas and concepts into new things. Like if it's character design, I have some ideas of maybe like how people approach it, right? Because we've seen those Korean like artists doing those sketches from objects and stuff. Those are pretty interesting. But I mean, like compositional design, I think is kind of... I still don't really get like what moving pieces there are even, because character design you have like the clothing and then you have like colors and shapes and ideas like material from some kind of physical prop, and you can bring that over. Over here, I wonder. Yeah, what difference is it from This is interesting. Wait, so yeah, okay, it's a very lasso too heavy kind of feel. It's very a selection tool, block, and then gradient, and then marker paint a little bit kind of feel. And then this is just painted maybe with marker, maybe with hard edge, like solid 100% opacity, but it looks like marker though. And then some area blurred out. Oh, okay, okay. Wonder how the gradients go in. Sketch line could be a separate layer, yeah, and then refined on top. Separate, isolated from sketches, but I guess sketches you can kind of see it too. It is oddly rough and clean, I feel like. I feel like with this like roughness, if the line art, sorry, if the sketch lines were here, they would be visible. So it's either on a separate layer, or they just roughed it out with colors, perhaps, maybe. I do like the colors, though. It's got that nice tone to it. I still cannot describe it. It just feels like a faded kind of shadow, because it's not as dark, it's just slightly lighter shadow. Is to find paintings from characters. Timed study of it and taking one aspect of making your own piece. Artist, I write. Paintings from characters you like, and then doing a time study of... Oh, sorry, for artists you like, right? Yeah, pretty much, I think. I think, like, quote-unquote, my creative study and practice that I had in mind, anyways, was basically similar in that, like, for example, I like whatever that's going on here, I'll just copy that and then do one piece or something, and then we see, you know, like, I don't feel like it's necessarily very creative practice, like, or rather just like kind of just seeing what other people has already done. Like, I don't know where the line is being drawn, right? Because as a, like, if you're like a baby, you're learning stuff just by remembering things, but then at some point you have enough information to start putting ideas together by yourself, and that's where the creativity comes about. But you have to start with memorizing and just remembering things first. I wonder where that switches. I'm not reading, I'm just looking at the layouts of the thing. Even the background has like this white, and then that whatever this is, some kind of pattern going on. I wonder if it's not consistent. It's there to... It kind of draws attention away from some of these pieces and maybe focus on the main character design piece over here. 3 2-minute, 3 5-minute, 1 15-minute, and 1 1 hour plus study plus original. Interesting. That's a lot of stuff you have to prepare. Like a lot of pieces that you have to like and prepare. If it were like a technique kind of thing that I'm studying, I think it's easier to find. Like liking comps, I think it's been kind of hard to find. Did I bookmark? Oh, yeah, I did see kind of explicit stuff below. Okay, this is already kind of like It's a risky jump past the explicit stuff because there might be more below and I don't know. Yeah, I do feel like you know, like thinking back past the 400, like through the 400 streams, I don't really know what I've been doing. I know in the beginning it was more structured. Afterwards, it's kind of lose sight of things. But then I think the sentiment right now is that I feel like when I do study stuff, like there's no place for things to go because there's no established process and workflow. And as a result, the information kind of floats around for a bit and then it's kind of lost. And that's the applied part, right, that you were talking about at the end, for sure. But like, I think the process itself has been still kind of like a little bit uncertain, and as a result, it feels very, very daunting, and then like it's kind of distracting. I think this feeling. But yeah, I think on that front we've been making a good amount of progress as well. Like for some of the other... Okay, this one is not the one that I... Oh, it is the one. Like, I'm just been painting more stuff. So I'm just getting used to the painting process. And it's getting to the point where painting itself is not as scary anymore. The scary part is the colors. Which is fine, you know, but like... So once I have the process tied down, I think like more of these sort of actual studies about maybe shapes and ideas can be better applied, because when I do the application part for the original stuff, I wouldn't get like too caught up on the process itself. So I think that is the short-term plan. A long-term plan. Anyways, that is the plan. But all right, I forgot about the not safe for work. But hey, anyways, I like their sort of render. Seems like it's shapes and then gradient and then some painting in there. I wonder if I can pick some kind of transition color. I wonder if there's a gradient map in here somewhere in the process. Maybe it's at the end. But yeah, anyways, thank you, Uni, for the daily. I'm gonna check out Duvet's daily, but I can't find it. Yeah, rare artist is definitely... Oh, this artist? Oh, shit. Scythus 2. I feel like I've heard that name before. I've definitely never seen this before though. I might have heard it before. Oh man. That is too low. Yeah, I highlighted the low as well. Green and pink and gray hair. Not this one. Maybe that one? Pink and gray. Come on. Oh, right. The girls with pink and gray hair separately. I imagine it's where the rhythm game by story. Oh. Very interesting. I think you'll be disappointed to hear that I've been playing Roblox. I think you would be disappointed to hear that. But yes, I see it's a rhythm game. Okay. I need something that has like 0 skill requirement, that is like designed to be not taken seriously, and then you just kind of go in and screw around. Is Duvet here? Duvet might not be here. But I have no idea, like this, I cannot find his artist recommendation. I don't even know why Google returns nothing. It's so surprising that Google's returned nothing. You know what? Where Google fails, perhaps the AI can take over. There is no widely known public figure, social media creator, or visual artist named Jumin Hall 77. That is interesting. Maybe when Duvet comes back, let's see. Okay, this looks like artist torture. Like you willingly drew like 40 hands. Granted, most of them cannot be seen, but man, dude. Yeah, this is it's interesting. Yeah, the lines. Yeah, it's kind of tiring. I think I have an overthinking problem. Okay, this is maybe not a surprise to you guys. I can see how it's not gonna be a surprise to you guys, but every time I actively try to lower requirements for thinking, like even stuff like this, it's meant to be taken more lightheartedly and not this seriously, I have a tendency to just overdo it, and it bogs down the process. But at the same time, if I feel like I don't do it, it feels like I'm not doing it right. It's a bit of a problem. Because most of the big progress that we have seen so far in my journey has been when I just kind of gave up. Like I'm just too tired to think, and then you just close your mind, like stop thinking and then just do, and just do what's most natural in that moment. That has been consistently where like some of the breakthroughs have come through. Like the most recent one being just starting to paint like a little bit more. Well, I guess maybe it's not really that clear. We were painting a little bit before as well, so I don't know if it's necessarily that big of a change. But like, I don't know if you've seen this one, Uni. This one was the one where I got really tired. I took a rep and I just started painting. And the way I painted was that it was a marker brush that's on black and white. Black color only, right? And I would just color in like black and white according to the reference itself. So what happened was that it was a binary layer where only the darker areas were colored in with the color black, and then the right, and then the sort of gray color is not necessarily gray, it's just black but with a lower opacity. But what that enabled me to do was that because it's so like sort of binary, it's like either it was it's meant to be dark or either it's meant to be bright, I think, something like that. It's a lot easier to put in like two colors like this, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Basically, I would just put the cyan color, I think, across everything, and then I would select the marker sketch, then I'll invert that selection. So I'm selecting just the empty areas, and then I'll put in something red. And then they're on overlay mode, or some kind of layer mode. And then I started just adjusting color, and then we painted over all the lines and just cleaned up all the lines. And then from there was this. And then from this, I think the next one was supposed to be this, which is actually an old sketch. And then, yeah, instead of working on this, I'm currently working on whatever that I'm working on right now. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the color. It was this from before. Currently working through comps, I think. I haven't quite figured out what the comp I want is. Why am I talking about this again? I kind of forgot. Anyways, I keep getting distracted, but... Oh, interesting. Never once crossed my mind. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's it for like recent progress. I think like the bigger problem is that I've not been feeling very good, and I think at this rate, I think I might actually have to go on a break for a bit. My stance has always been that like regardless if I am feeling worse or not, like unless I'm gonna be sleeping for like 16 hours a day, you know, I'm still gonna be doing things, right? Then I might as well be drawing, was the consensus. But I think the stream itself is a bit of a contract where I need to appear at a specific time for a specific duration. And previously this time was chosen because it allowed me to take a nap. And because taking a nap means that number one, a bit more energy. Number two, there's some buffer time between like dinner if anything goes wrong or something happens. There's some more time so that I can keep the timing consistent, the start time consistent. Rather than being like, oh shit, today something happened and today I have to delay it, which I didn't like. But the downside of that is that sleep is very broken up, like extremely broken up. And that has led to some big problems. The condition has worsened quite a bit, I think. That it might warrant this. Wow, it should have warranted this quite a while ago, I think. But what am I looking at? Oh, I'm confused by my... So yeah, I'm thinking maybe we'll have to stop starting next week for a bit. I'll still be drawing though, is the thing. Like I don't know if I should just maybe just keep streaming but with like weird odd timings. Where every day start and end time would be different from the day before. Or it may not happen at all. Or should we have like a clean start and stop? Right? We just have like a clean stop here. And then I'll go off and do my own thing and then try to get my health back in order. And then come back in full force. Or we should just like blah, 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 and then just like do whatever for a bit and then reestablish stability afterwards. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. What's the best way to approach this? It would... But some lifestyle change is necessary at the rate that we're going. This is... I've always known it's unsustainable. It's just that I figured that we would have accomplished something by then. Before it becomes a big problem. Clearly I'm wrong. Okay, maybe not that clearly, because we did achieve things that I've never been able to do before. But I guess I'm just not satisfied with that progress, perhaps? That is true. That is a very good point, right? It doesn't change the underlying fundamental problem. So the timing would have to change regardless. But if it changes, if I push it forward, the solution is to push it 2 hours forwards. Basically, I don't take my nap. Is what I'll do. Given like the full experience of the 400 streams, it seems rather like it is rather likely that I will be able to perform, like be there at the exact time every day without any issues. I think like so far the only number of times I've had disruptions, which you guys didn't see, right? Because like I designed the start time, so that any disruptions will be eaten up on my side, so that it would never hit the air, so to speak. But even then, there's only been a couple of cases where I had to, where I really needed that buffer time. So if I just shifted 2 hours early, we can do the same thing, and then my sleep wouldn't get broken up. But then, like, man, let me try to think about this. Right, so I think what that means is that, so first of all, we have to change timing because scheduling doesn't work. That is an established truth. Second of all, if we change it by pushing it 2 hours forwards, it will also likely be fine, given actual experience. So these are two universal ground truths. The main concern would then be whether if I even have any energy to do things productively. Because I recall in the beginning when we first started, I was literally dying. I was falling asleep while drawing every stream. Until like I started doing the naps. Yeah, but the naps have like a decently high health cost apparently. Which is kind of ironic, but... It's not just like the sleep being broken up, it's also the fact that I have to sleep with a full stomach every time and it's caused some stomach issues. So, very interesting. So healthy. Anyways, what am I doing? The colors are kind of hard to do, dude. I'm gonna pull the old palette out of my ass over here. Yeah, the problem is also sleep. Sleep has been very, very challenging. There are quite a lot of factors affecting it. Mental ones and physical ones, they're all in play. Oh shit, I forgot some stuff to draw. I forgot to draw the seam lines as well as the inner lines for Rhea. Kiki needs to go offline for a bit. Yeah, sleep has been the most challenging thing that I've been doing for like a while now, and it is really showing. Where's the color? Let's see. Is this line required? Oh, I'm just gonna do it, I suppose. Figure out if we need it afterwards. Yeah, I could. My usual go-to argument for not doing so is that, like, because I know what the issue is. But of course, right, it's not necessarily about figuring out the issue, but also about tackling it. It is perhaps necessary. Is that not what they do? Is that not just actually what's the difference? I guess the psychiatrist does the diagnosis, and then the therapist takes that and then helps you deal with it. Diagnosis. Is that everything? I think Rhea's secondary color is very localized to just the upper, just the torso and upper body here. Cool, so cool. Wow, amazing. Oh my god. I see. Very interesting. I was not expecting them to do things like that. I thought they would be like, hey, tell me about your problem. Tell me about your day. Tell me, who bullied you today? The shrink. Yeah. It's time to see the shrink. Right, maybe some way going through which could be. I see. Huh. I never knew there was a difference. And then there's always the other problem of like looking for a doctor here. I feel like it's not as accessible. Because you're always waiting on something, but yeah, I mean, haven't tried yet, so. I mean, I did try looking for one before, actually. It was kind of a pain in the ass, and I couldn't find anyone. Yeah, let me ask let me ask ChatGPT. Let me ask Dr. GPT for his recommendation. Dear Dr. GPT, how are you doing? Hello, show. Yeah, no, I don't have one of those. Because like it's been kind of like that's been kind of a shortage for like a really long time. So it's actually kind of like pretty impossible to find one almost. Everywhere you go is kind of like, oh, we're not taking anyone new, and then it's like, oh, there's no space, and it's like, oh, we used to do that, but now it's like now it's not a thing anymore. That's what I was looking for last time when I had an issue, and I gave up. So I just went straight to the hospital, and I wasted like half a day there, and then they're like, yep, nope, don't see shit. This one here looks really weird. Like it is what it is. But anyways, thank you, Uni. The way is just never coming back. We'll see. Yeah, we better work something out. We. Oh my god. Dang, the sirens are crazy, bro. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe, yeah. missing some lines then. I don't actually know how this works. I don't know if there are lines here. I think there are lines here. What? Clear it. Drop. Did you find artist? No, David, I didn't find it. Google didn't find it either. Sorry, like AI Google didn't find it either. Where did you see them? How did you get the name? Magic. Is there usually a seam on the side? Oh my god, I have no idea. Because it feels like it's one big piece might be... No. Oh. Is it because it was missing a 7? Oh, it was because it's missing a 7. God damn, look at that. 1 7. A big difference, dude. I was not expecting... Like, why wouldn't Google be able to... Like, what? Why? Like... Really? They... Like, Google couldn't autocomplete 1 7? Okay, that's really hard for me to believe. Like... How, dude? Very nice colors. 20 years old. Getting mogged. I like all these new words that young people keep coming up with. My god. Oh shit. That sounds like that kind of makes sense. Like, sounds like something they would do. Maximize ad revenue. This is like rough would be a bunch of airbrush gradient colors, and then you go in and select local colors and form the shapes, I guess. Confident strokes, because it's all hard edges, is just one thing. Barely any soft edges. Anything soft comes from big gradients or the glow that is across all the bright areas. Or maybe across like the grass. Maybe there is some, maybe there isn't, I'm not sure. It would be very subtle if there were any. This part is surprisingly not very blue. Even though this part is distinctly very blue. Neither are the ducks, actually. The shadows. I don't know. I wonder what this will look like in real life. Like, would it be more blue or would it not be as blue? Because, like, it's closer to, like, the grass or something. You just paint in one layer and airbrush it in onto the log. Mog. Yeah, mog. It's like some looks maxing. You know what looks maxing? The looks maxers on TikTok or like whatever the hell. Wherever the hell they are in. On. Mock, I think, is supposed to be like, hey, like you look better than them, so you mock them or something. It's just like you're better than them. I don't know if I... Yeah, like I figure you'll be the one to know about it, no? Show? Because you're like the youngest as far as I know. I'm sure there are other younger individuals in the server, but over here I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard face maxing. I've only heard looks maxing. But it's great. I like all these turns. Also, I was looking at this part here feels a little bit too noisy. I feel like the path feels like it's too noisy because you can't see what's happening like at this normal resolution like this. And it is interesting. Is there some overlaps here? Oh, these are overlaps, I think, right? It's like big marker overlapping with. Doesn't really matter too much, I guess. Oh, I see. It's some kind of layer mode on top. I think. I still don't know how to do this. Not enough like real life color studies and that kind of stuff, but like all these additional colors scare me. They hit their face with hammers, dude? What? I mean, at least they're embodying the spirit of maxing, I suppose. You know, like whatever they do, whatever it takes to achieve what they think is the optimal outcome. That is truly maxing, I suppose. You know, respect, I suppose. Do not agree, but respect. Bone smashing? Okay. Yeah, it does exist. Maybe in like I don't know. Like I don't know, WWE or something, that kind of like wrestling. Bone smashing. I think it's kind of interesting. Like some of these shapes feel like you can't really see where the separation is that clearly. I wonder if that's intentional. So that like your focus is here instead. But my brain wants to look here, and I cannot see this and it's bothering me. But maybe they just want me to look here. It's okay, show. I'm okay. I'll take your word for face value. I think that's fine. Yeah, no, this color is interesting. Wait, this is a different version. Original. Oh. Yeah, this was... I feel like if they kept the contrast of this and just made this purple, it would be... It'd be like the best of both worlds, maybe. Oh, this is more... Right, yeah, it's interesting. They pushed out the red stuff. Some of the colors here. But yeah, I mean, primarily it's, I guess, the brushstrokes that's interesting. They really like their sort of kind of rectangular brush tip, I think. Oh yeah, some of the shapes would be interesting. Some of the noise here, but then I think it only kind of works if you're doing the style like this, right? Like where you're like heavily invested into this one brush tip and leaving like the brush marker be visible, and then therefore you can work, like for example, like the broken pillar over here. This would look out of place if everything was like maybe a little bit more rendered out tighter or something like that. You only work in this. Right, but cheers, Duvet. I did send out the links, right? Yeah, I did. 60% of that don't recur for like ever. Yeah, I mean, that's the seeking validation from others versus maybe like on like instead of doing it from someone, getting value from something that's more intrinsically in yourself. I don't know how to express my words here. Holy shit. Hello, the virus. Oh, but thank you, Dubai. Very cool. Very cool. Oh my god, very cool. My Trump impression doesn't sound like him at all. Very sad. Oh shit, I forgot. Over here. Yes, clean line art, which is not what this whole thing was designed to be at all. As you may recall. So it's my old... At this point I can say it's like a bad habit. It's because it's not in my control anymore. Like I feel like, and it's kind of actively making things a little bit difficult, perhaps. Well, I'm glad you think that way, Sho. I mean, like, I don't know what's it like, what the point of view is like from a younger individual anymore. Because some of these things just seem like really extremely stupid. But I can imagine, like, you know, if you're in the environment when your peers are maybe all doing it, or like everyone sort of looks up to people who have done it successfully, then there can be a decent amount of social pressure that forces you to feel like you have to do it. That is peer pressure in a nutshell, right? Like, so I don't know. It's hard to say what they're going through. But I'm glad you can see it this way, like, because it's easy to get swept up. You know, at least you're not swept up in it. It's very easy to get swept up. I think the only reason why I didn't was because I just kind of hated everything. Oh, wait. This looks like a happy accident with the gaps like that. I wonder if I can... do I have the gap thing here? I don't have it here. 20 is the original. If I just increase the spacing, I wonder if it's a good idea or not. Maybe not that good of an idea. Anyways, while I have most people here, because we do have a lot of viewers right now, I just want to say that there is a chance that I'll probably have to take a break from streaming for a bit. I might still do art. I mean, I will still do art regardless. It's just that the not having a fixed timing will make things a little bit... Oh yes, thank you, Uni. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Have a good night. But yeah. What was I saying? Anyways. I think I say what I had to say. It's not like a surprise anymore by this point. What am I looking at? What the hell is it? Oh, I didn't clean up the... But yeah, I will draw art. I'll draw art. Yes, I'll be a drawer regardless. But it's just the timing of it all, and being forced to, not, of course, not by you guys, by myself. It is how we ensure progress, by forcing myself to be here. But at the same time, it is still a force. So there are costs that are associated with this. But yes, for health reasons, 100%. I think the situation has devolved pretty significantly, I would say. I think it used to happen once or twice, maybe every day. We're getting to the point where it's constantly active. So the problem is constantly actively being perceived. Although I also have a decently bad night yesterday. So maybe it's just because of that. I mean, it is because of that, for sure. But regardless. If it gets to the point where we have to do some stuff, then that's what we have to do. GG. And then off stream, I'll just be doing my own art progress, I guess. Sorry. So that's one option. Oh, you guys are being like, oh, what the fuck? This guy is gonna... What? But like the other thing is like, you know, I've always been saying like the reason why I still stream now instead of taking a break is because I'm gonna be drawing anyways, right? So like the only problem here is the scheduling, as I've been discussing with Uni just now. So the deal is that I could still stream, but I'll just stream at very unstable hours for unstable durations. Or we can just like have a very nice clean break now, and then I'll just resume like services. I'll resume the everything when things are better. And follow like the same sort of tight schedule as we always had. But again, like the schedule itself probably has to change regardless, because the issue is with sleep getting broken up. So I'll probably take like a break if I have to. I'll probably take like a break first, and then when we do resume, the scheduling is likely going to be different. To actually fix the root cause, which is not what I would like. It's what we have to do, I suppose. What was I gonna do just now? Oh, right. There are some of these things. These are decently noisy. But it's fine, it's whatever. Of course, if people need me in the server, I still get pinged, you know. This and that. Very cool. Oh my god, very cool. What? So the lines are locked. Just right. I was hoping like this thing can all be tied down so that like so specifically for this simplified style, I mean, where things are tied down to the point where we can just have like a fixed palette and just pick from the palette and then everything is done. And maybe it's still achievable. Part of me feels like it's not very realistic just because colors tend to be very situational, right? So saying that you're always going to use the same colors is probably not a good idea. Is what I feel like, but at the same time, like you know, continue streaming. Oh yeah, for sure. I hate leaving things undone. Is what I say. Although I left a lot of projects undone, like a lot of other things that we started undone. But in my brain, they're always marked as something to be due, though, to be quote unquote fair, I suppose. I mean, what good is it if you don't actually act on it? But I suppose it is technically marked as to do. I'm gonna just cheat by taking colors from before, because I think the colors from before are pretty nice. I've been using this on my home wallpaper, and it's I kind of like it. I didn't see any issues there, like that's too egregious, or any issues at all, really. So I think this is probably fine. This part is kind of tricky. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Kiki's colors, however, will change because I figured out that the previous one was just way too psychedelic. I think it's not balanced properly against, like, say, the coloring itself, and therefore, which is why, like, I feel like it's kind of not very good. I don't know why I'm softening my words. I think it's kind of shit. So I'm not gonna do that anyway. I'm trying to look for the reference that I found, but I guess I didn't save it. Well then, I vaguely remember what I saw, so... Weekends after the break to keep your health in check. Yeah, it's just that... Oh yeah, interesting. That's very interesting, actually. That's a really good point, Sho. Because we have to think about why streams were started, right? The stream was started because I felt like I wasn't doing anything unless I was forced to. That's why we started the stream. But it's gotten to the point where things are decently stable and things kind of work and things make sense in my head and I'm decently confident and in control. I feel in control of the process. That I don't mind doing this. So the streams are not strictly necessary. I just think it's there for accountability and documentation purposes. But you're right. I mean, like, we don't, if documentation, accountability, documentation otherwise, like, documentation means that we should do it every time. But if it's just for accountability, then I can just do it weekly, right? Like, I just have to make sure I do my stuff. It's just like my work. We have weekly meeting. Now, what's the difference, you know? Like, I suppose that is a solution. Yeah, I mean, that is a good idea. Why can I see her paw pads and not these hands? But yeah, anyways, Exactly, yeah. Exactly, sure. That was my point. I think I sort of mangle my words a little bit. But that was what I was thinking too. Like that, it doesn't inherently prevent that from happening. It's just the documentation part, the recording, the journey part is kind of. But you know, like it was, what's the point, right? Like to some extent, like, sure, it's out there. Will I ever revisit this? Probably not. Will anyone else ever look at this? Probably not. You know, like it's. You know, unless I become like super world famous, like I don't like Donald Trump. No one's gonna come back and look at this series of nonsense. It's not very useful in that sense. Because even like I was thinking of collecting a bunch of older sketches and seeing like their progress and stuff. But there's also not much point, like, because everyone has those sketches too. Everyone goes through this. There's nothing unique about this thing. It's only interesting to me because it's my journey, right? But I don't know. Again, for completion's sake, I think maybe it's not about like leaving things undone, but just like I want things to be complete. For completion's sake, I really like it to be all on here or somewhere, like all documented, because then it's the whole thing. And that's nice. Oh, shit, okay. I have too much noise on the thing, I cannot actually select the color I want. I'm just gonna do it here. Ah, so cool, so true. Wow, amazing, wonderful. Oh my god. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to use this brush. I'm supposed to use this brush. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see how things go. I'm not even 100% sure we're stopping yet necessarily. I'm still in denial, of course. I'm in denial of the fact that I have to. Man, 400 streams. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I thought about the same thing you just mentioned, actually. Just now, before I said the things I said, and what I figured was that, like, yes, you do have a lot of stuff of the beginning parts of the journey, but it is, like, every part of the journey is a mystery until you have walked through it, in that sense. So in terms of documentation, it's not like only the beginning is important. I think, like, every single part of it is important. So if the goal were to document, I would like for everything to be here. That's why I said what I said. But yeah, I mean, like, at this point, like, it's, what you want versus what you have to do, you know, like, clearly I have issues. Clearly I can't handle it. Yes, sure, thank you. I'll do my best. Is it my best though? Interesting. So interesting. The hair has always been a bit of a problem here because it kind of curves like this down to the face, I think. So the shadow might actually be a little bit higher. And I guess like it would be more this way. It might be more like this, but it looks really dark there. But I guess we could always just lighten it up, as always, but... Oh, I don't have any health check schedule, by the way. Not yet. I don't have anywhere to schedule with either. Anyways, it's a whole other different problem. Yeah, I need to find out how. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this before. Not today, but some other stream, but like... Yeah, the healthcare system is free, yes. As a result, it is very unavailable. For some reason, I guess. Actually, I don't know how that works. I don't know how the economies of it work. Economics of it work. Economies. Wow. Main? Back. Secondary go. Secondary. Yeah. Too poor. Too poor to do art in today's economy, perhaps. Like this anyways. I mean, like, it shouldn't be the case because, like, yeah, like, if it's, like, just because it's free, I feel like, yeah, the government should have taken care of that, you know, like, because it's not actually free in the sense that, like, doctors don't get paid, right? But maybe they get paid less, and then there's less people wanting to be doctors. I don't know how it works, but... so interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the heck? That's my white color. Does it have a shadow? No, it doesn't have an established color palette for Kiki yet, I think. Right, we have to figure this out. This is not gonna get done today, unfortunately. So sad. I cry every time. I think the world today is just probably too corrupt. Like, everything is too corrupt. But yeah, politics, I guess, is technically banned on this chat. But I also don't know enough about it. But it just seems like, you know, everybody goes for money. Oh my god, give me the money. Where is the light coming from? Is it coming from top or not? This is not consistent with Ria, I think. Let's bring it top. Maybe a break would do wonders for progress. close. Same is the case here, even though healthcare is pretty cheap, but it's not available. You gotta get how long kills are straight up deny and say no more romantic people. Right, yeah. Yeah. So true. Everywhere is the same. It's human society, I suppose. Everywhere will be the same. This Kiki doesn't look as good as I remembered in the sketch. Skill issue. Big skill issue. Holy shit. Become a friendly hospital's operation. If it's an operation where you're scheduling what, like 6 months to a year sometimes, at least that's the case over here. Like unless you're literally dying, like you'll be waiting for like months, at least. Months. Keep this simple, although this doesn't really work because this part should be catching light, I think. Yeah, give it some light here. Yeah, that's how it is. Too many people on Earth. So I guess not enough resources. And then Thanos, the dumbass, decided to kill half the population instead of just doubling the resources. Or like quadrupling it. Just making it infinite. God damn it, dude. I don't know if that's a lore reason for not being able to do it, but just do it. Oh yeah. So cool. This brush is kind of a pain in the ass to use because it's like not very precise, but I guess that is the point. Broski, hello. Get with the program. Hello. So I can see the rest of it. It's fine, I guess. I mean, the people that are being bribed, they're also probably just securing their own thingy from the other people that they're helping or something. I don't know. Very understandable, honestly. very cool. Oh my god, very cool. Yeah, that looks weird. It's kind of hard to get the folds correct with this big ass brush. It's not very precise. Yeah, I should probably head off soon as well. Kiki's lines might be too thick compared to her actual area of... Yeah, this idea of thick lines is a little bit hard to grasp, apparently, for me. I guess it makes sense that it's relative to the area of color that we have. This kind of missed the mark again. This feels like it's too thick. There should be some kind of a quantifiable metric so that I can stay... Because clearly relying on perception has been rather difficult for some reason or another. Skill issue, for sure. Always skill issue. No, tomorrow I'll be here. If I'm gonna do a show, I'll make an announcement. Like everybody would be informed. This is the preliminaries. This is the part where I make my intentions known, but nothing is concrete just yet. Social interaction traditionally has been rather stressful for me because I feel like expectations always do not match, which is why I do my best to always be very clear about intentions. So I know at the very least that, like, you know, hopefully, as long as people are listening, that the idea of what, like, if things happen is because of XYZ reasons, that I've really made it clear. Bolt. Alright. This order of operations, hang on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is it in it? It's not. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Oh my god, not this. So it's kind of weird because like once the base colors are in like this, I still don't really get a good feel for things until like the big gradients come in, because the big gradients kind of make things pop in areas where you kind of want it. I mean, not like this, but be a lot more subtle than this. I think it was hard light actually. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think we have to do color tuning every time. It's just gonna take a while. Oh, so the other thing I figured was that maybe it'll be better for each one of them to actually just be isolated. Because like right now, if I do this, the color will spill over like that. But it'd be nice to have it just entirely miss Kiki. Just entirely not be touching her at all. Control Shift. Control Shift. Is it grabbing it? Control Shift. Control Shift. So it grabs everything and then, oh man. Inverse select the area. Yeah, just like that maybe. So this will only be VS color. That makes sense. Hey, Rock. What do you think about people randomly disappear without telling? Could be a lot of things, right? Maybe they just hate the world and they just want to be alone, you know? Maybe they're like, maybe it's like some conspiracy, maybe it's the Illuminati or something, I don't know. It's a whole matter of, a whole range of possibilities. They just want to do a disappear. They just don't want to tell anyone about it. Relatable, honestly. Very relatable. I saying, are you saying these people are doing it voluntarily, or are you saying they like just like people disappearing without anyone knowing where they went? Because like if it's voluntarily, like it clearly means that they don't like their family. But if it's not voluntarily, then it just means that they've been kidnapped or something, right? And they're unable to do it. I think the part that I'm missing is that I'm not really sure, like, because it feels kind of open and shut in my head. Like, if they're not telling anyone, it's because they don't want to, or they couldn't. And if you're not saying it's the kidnapping stuff, that means they didn't want to. So we're talking about the mental state of why these people would not do it, then it would be just because they don't like them. And they want to be left alone. And I think... Well, what other possible cases might there be? I mean, if I were them, that would be my reason. That I just didn't want to be bothered because I've been bothered enough or something, you know? Like, I just don't want to be... I don't want them to know that I'm even disappearing. It's like a different feeling, right? Like if you just want to have some time by yourself, but you know that people are waiting for you to come back, then it's a bit of a stressful thing because you know people are waiting on you. But if you just disappear and no one knows, and you know that no one knows, and people may not even be looking for you, or even if they do, they have zero idea what's happening, then that freedom, the momentary freedom that you get is a bit more freeing, I feel like. They just don't want to be disturbed. I don't know if this is a me thing. I think this is very, very relatable. I think it makes a lot of sense. Like tremendous amounts of sense. Like I would do that amount of sense. Given the circumstances, like given specific circumstances. The color that I have in the ref is really good. I don't know why. Skill issue. Right now, I mean. What? That's crazy. Issues. Okay. Sorry, I don't get where you're coming from, because like, are you... Because you did that, that means you did that for a reason. That means you would know the reason. So are you asking me to guess why you would have done that? Or are you... I guess maybe you're just asking to see if like what I think those reasons might have been, and then whether if your reason would have been the same, and then maybe like if it felt normal or justified or makes sense or something like that, maybe. I'm not sure where you're coming from. Is maybe where the gap is. I'm not 100% sure what I'm missing here. But relatable, I think. Very relatable. I mean, just think about it, right? Like, if you tell someone, then that means you have to deal with all the nonsense that comes with. People are gonna ask you why. They're gonna ask you, have you always been feeling this way? It's like, yeah, like, I think it makes a lot of sense. 100%, dude. I wish I could do that. Like, one of my sort of favorite aesthetic is that you live outside of sort of expectations. You live outside of the system, right? Like not in the sense that you want to like disappear from the government's eye, not like that. I'm not trying to hide from the government, but like in the sense that like the world has forgotten about you. No one knows who you are. No one is looking for you. No one is expecting anything of you. And you're just you and the world, and is very lonely perhaps from some people's like perspectives, but it's very freeing from mine, because that means no one's waiting on you. No one's looking to check in on you. No one's trying to like find you all the time and get you to do things that will be objectively beneficial for you that you already know, but they're constantly telling you because they think you don't know, or they feel like they have to constantly repeat it. But it's a very tiring thing to constantly hear it over and over and over and over. Absolutely, dude. 100%. Right? You tell people, especially like your loved ones, right? They expect you to tell them everything. But then when they hear it, it's hard for them to accept it as just something that is happening. They always want to fix it because they will see it as a problem. I do the same thing. You guys come to me with like some kind of stuff, I would see it as a thing that like, oh, you guys need it, like you guys want to fix this. But no, like sometimes people just want to talk about it, right? And so yeah, I kind of get it. Both ends, 100%. Sometimes you also just, yeah, you just want to not have to deal with that. It's a lot of stuff to deal with, honestly. Like, I think there's a lot of people that don't really get it, because if you're very social, or if you've grown up like very in sort of in tune, in communication with your family members or other friends, like if you're a very social person, they will think you're crazy, dude. Like, why would you not tell someone? That is weird. That is insane. Like, why are you so weird, bro? We're here to help you, bro. Stop resisting. But like, if you're like me, and I just don't really like social interaction that much, I'm fine by myself. And I have ideas. I figured it out for myself. I know why I'm doing this already. Then all those things become like really just extra burden. I think this is one of the biggest yeah, like it's hard. I do deal with this pretty daily, like too. Like it's quite a bit of work sometimes. It's taken like decades to sort of convince people that, yeah, you know what, we're different, right? This is gonna be how it is. Like there's no changing that. And maybe somewhere down the line I could have grown up to be a different person, but that's not the case, right? So stop thinking about that. There's no point in doing that, because that is not going to be the case. This piece is looking really boring, by the way. It's like a very distinct lack of color. This one we have like the red paw pads over here, and then this actually grayish kind of color that kind of contrasts, and also the liner is kind of insane. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Like I think as you grow up, like you will see how like some things that people used to do that bother you, that didn't make a lot of sense, start to make sense, because they're working, not necessarily, they're doing things not necessarily because they're stupid or they didn't think that's true or they didn't see it from a certain point of view, but they're doing it because other people will react in a specific way when they do it like that, and they like how it reacts, so they want to make it so that it's lighter on their load. I think like some examples would be like people doing work badly, right? They would do things badly even though clearly it's not meant to be done like that, or something like that, you know. But that's just so that people expect less of them from then on, and then their workload is lighter, you know. Something like that. It's maybe not the best example, but there will be cases of these things popping up. In this case here, yeah, like I think understanding that there's just this big difference, I think, between how people expect and see the world and behave and this and that. Like, very different upbringing. Even just between you and your parents, I think, can be pretty different. Even though everyone's in the same family, even though everyone's talking and communicating all the time, there is still a very big gap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the work thing, it kind of works sometimes. It depends, you know. Of course, you're hired to do something. If you can't do it well, you're gonna get fired. But if multiple people can do it and like you're just not the best at it, you know, mayhaps a little bit more slack. World is complex, pain in the ass, honestly. Too much work. I would like to be able to just... Yeah, like I always enjoy like being outside of like all this nonsense. Like at school or something, you know, people would do all these work. They would like play games, or they would group up to do sports and this other thing and that other thing. I always like to just be the one that's watching, because I don't want to be caught up in all the other nonsense in the middle of it. Yeah, no, like you're gonna have to deal with that. Like that gap is very pain in the ass, I have to say. You're gonna have to learn to deal with it. Like you have to communicate your ideas as often as possible. Try to think of analogies to help them understand. Like for example, one of my cases, I don't remember exactly like all these details of it, but I remember like being told that I was doing things in like a weird or suboptimal way. And I just had to remind them of the fact that I'm a very logical person, right? You see me how I do my art and all these breakdowns. They see me do the same thing too for everything else in life. So I'm very logical and I break everything out and try to be as objective as possible. But that me, the version of me that is so logical all the time, is doing something that's seemingly illogical to them, can only mean one thing, right? There are factors that they haven't accounted for. For example, mental load and mental stress. It is just like, you know, a reminder that, hey, I'm not doing this because I don't see it that way. It's because there are these other sort of things that you guys don't get. And I'm working around these things. Which is why you see me do things this way, which may seem suboptimal and this and that, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. It's gonna be a long, I think, journey of communicating. Trying to get them to see things differently than what they're used to. And I suppose you will also benefit you to do it the other way as well, to try to see it from their point of view. To them, like the norm is this and that, and then therefore you're firmly outside of the norm. I don't know, maybe they think like you're gooning in your room all day or something, you know? And I tell them, no mom, I'm playing Minecraft. What does that kid say? Should I forgot? The memes. I don't know where this is going. I feel like it's not as colorful as this, but I guess it's not a fair comparison. Oh yeah, we're liking some other colors too. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I do have to hop off here. I do enjoy our chat, but health is poo-poo. Being drawn probably a gooner. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about this yesterday, that because they're plushies, I never draw clothes on them. And it just makes sense to me. But I can see how, like, from like a third person, like another person's perspective, this is just like Gunnar material for like furries, maybe. It's not really intention. I actually do my best to try to hide some of the parts. It's not always going to be possible. Also, this leg looks kind of high up now, actually. I'm looking at it. But is this Gunnar? I think Gunnar is like more just a mentality on the like the receiver, the viewer's end. You can goon to anything, right? Like everything is a fetish to someone, given the internet being like so. Like you can always find someone being attracted to something that you've never thought that you can be like people can be attracted to. So I think it's more of just like a mentality, how people receive it. Yeah, I think this one to me is more of just a what would this be? This would be like I'm doing this because it's very comforting. I have my characters, right? And then I have like a soft theme. Very, very simple, very wholesome. They're always very sleepy or just hugging it out. Yeah, it's kind of hard to judge anymore. Like, I'm also chronically online anyways, so my point of views and sort of ideas are also probably very skewed. Complex. The world is complex. Yeah. It's not as good as I thought it would come up to be, I think. I don't know what the gap is just yet. I mean, I guess I'm evaluating it a little bit too early. I didn't put it on the colors, but yeah. Regardless, there will always be detractors to ideas and this and that, so I guess there is no reason to always try to account for all that, because you'll never be able to. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, maybe I would care more about how other people would think in the past. I'm just way too tired to care. Optics and this and that is a luxury. So is trying, man. Boy, mate. You got a license for that gooning? Boy. Boy, mate. You got a license for their license? Tired, dude. Like, how nice would it be that that's like a life-size version, a big life-size version of Ria, like one of those Lucario ones. Oi, mate. Yes, no problem, show. I'll see you soon. I could actually get some advice for some of these. Now that I think about it. Boy, you got a license for that voice, mate. I don't even know how to say some of these words. Oh my god. Anyways, I should probably hop up. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys tomorrow. Goo goo gaga. Goodbye.